with one of my favorite men to talk to, my favorite guy to talk to, and we haven't had a discussion in a while. So I'm really excited about getting on and just having a chat with them today. We want to chat things all marketing. Hey, hello, Mr. Greg Demario.
Hello, Mark.
It's great to see you. So I want to ask, just for everybody out there, just tell us, I'm going to get into, what you've been up to, but
Sure.
Just give us a little backstory of Greg.
Yeah, well, backstory with me. I've been in marketing online in some capacity, shape, or form online since 2000. More heavily in 2008. Full-time marketer, and that's a short, compressed version.
Okay.
I'm in the affiliate marketing space.
Okay. What got you into it?
Initially, of course, it's the financial possibilities of being in a position where you can do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. You don't need to be dictated by a boss as far as when you can go to the restroom, when you can go to lunch. You can do what you want. You're free in that respect. You dictate. Nobody dictates for you, and that was really was very interesting to me. That was exactly the reason why I got involved from the very beginning. Was the freedom aspect.
Freedom aspect. Yeah, that's interesting. I can agree. It's just the idea of working with a laptop and an internet connection from anywhere in the world, and just having that freedom it's unheard of. It's actually unbelievable that we can do that. That's just really an option for us. Yeah. So, what would you say to someone out there that was considering, starting that online business or being an online marketer like yourself?
Well, I would say first, the most important thing is to make sure you get the proper training. It's very easy to get involved and then just go from place to place, kind of drift, because it's a lot. There's a lot of obstacles out there. There's a lot to navigate, especially if you haven't done it before. So my recommendation would be basically, if you hook yourself up to and plug yourself into a system that actually allows you to start off on the right foot from the very beginning, you're better off. You want to find the right methods, the right tactics, the right daily methods of operation from the very beginning, from somebody who's done it. That way you're not finding out 10 years later that you're in the same spot.
Wow. 10 years later.
Yeah, I mean, if you're basically just going to drift, in the boat without a motor, without a paddle, you'll go wherever the waters will lead you, and you want to be your own motor. You want to lead yourself. So.
Okay. So it's if you can't get off on the wrong foot and drift off we'll say uncharted territories and not making any progress. What? And you think that you're saying that the number one reason why is that you need to get plugged in. You need to be plugged in.
Yeah, I mean, it's very always good to find a mentor, somebody who's going to be able to hold you by the hand and guide you through the wilderness, if you will, because if you're just starting out, you don't know what to do. You don't know how to get traffic. You don't, to drive traffic to your business. You don't know exactly how to build a business foundation properly. And then you get frustrated when you're not making money and you don't feel like you're going in the right direction because you don't know what direction to go in. So it's always good to plug into somebody, a mentor, a system, so you're on the right, you're heading in the right direction.
How would you recommend going about finding the right system?
Well, that's an interesting question. I mean, the most important thing is, especially when you've been in this industry for as long as I have,
Mhm.
you tend to know there's a lot of garbage out there. There's a lot of scams out there, unfortunately. So, you have to find somebody that you can trust, you feel comfortable with, and, somebody who can lead you to where you want to be. I mean, if you want to go somewhere, naturally it would behoove you to find somebody who perhaps is in a position that you're not, or, you want to, it's good. Just make sure that you do your due diligence. That's all. Just don't haphazardly jump in.
Okay. Don't just leap before looking. Actually,
yeah, it's always better to make sure that you're getting plugged into the right mentor, the right system, because when you start for the very first time, or if you've been doing this for any length of time, it's always, most people who've been in this game for a while know it's good to, have certain things in place. There are certain strategies, techniques, methods that you can deploy to make things easier for yourself. Work hard, work smarter, not harder.
Yes, I know. When I first got into online space, I thought I could go and watch a few YouTube videos. So, and I went and I watched some YouTube videos with this guru, and this guru was showing a step-by-step process for an online business. Well, it's like an online business model selling affiliate products, and their method of teaching was just basically solo ads, buying clicks to an offer that you got from this marketplace, where you would send them to a page, they would opt in, and sometimes they might make a purchase, but then other times, if they didn't make a purchase, then you got them into an email autoresponder and sent them a few messages, and then they should buy. And what I saw on the screen was his screenshots showing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, and I thought that I could do the same just by following his steps. But I quickly learned that there was just a whole lot more going on behind the scenes that I wasn't aware of. How would you recommend avoiding someone going into that type of situation, or having that type of situation happen to them coming into the online space?
Well, I mean, as far as spending money unnecessarily, or?
Well, kind of knowing what is, not falling trapped to some of the big pie in the sky promises that a lot of people see, because I think a lot of the stuff that you might just search for online, it looks a lot easier than the person makes it seem.
Yeah, I mean, just come in with the right expectations from the very beginning. If somebody's going to be honest with you, and let you know, hey, this is not necessarily going to be, easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. It is simple, but it's not easy. So you need to be understanding that you might not see success immediately, depending on the system in place. But if you had the right system, the right mentor, and it's guiding you in the right direction, I mean, success leaves clues, little breadcrumbs, if you will. Success, begets success. So if somebody can be successful, so can you. If somebody can do something a certain way, then you can do the same thing a certain way. Then there's no reason why you can't be where that person is. Just follow what the successful does, and actually know who you should be listening to. And that could be somewhat challenging at times, is finding the right party, the right system. But if you're listening, if you're actually going to be following somebody who's successful and you do what they do, then you're off to the races.
Okay. All right. Okay. And that's interesting. Yeah, because it's just that I think you go out there and not everyone. There's the honest people, and then there's the ones that may not be as honest. We'll just say it for what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's absolutely true.
Because you mentioned it. You said that there's a lot of scams out there.
Yes.
And it's just the being able to distinguish between a scam and something that is legitimate. Because sometimes they both look the same.
Yes, that's true. I mean, anybody can say anything when they're online. So you got to really pull back the curtain, if you will, and once it's revealed to you, you really get a good glimpse of the fuller picture. I mean, not everybody tells you what's really going on, but most people will say you'll see somebody on YouTube, on video, having what you see as the lifestyle, in the islands, swimming, and they may be on a 2-week vacation from their job. You don't know what's going on, and you see people with money. You say, look at this, and it was payday. They just went to the ATM and they got their money out. So you got to be careful. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors, unfortunately.
Yeah, their whole paycheck is in dollars right there.
Right. Look at me. I have all this money, but yeah, I mean, anybody can go to the bank and pull out the money and do that. So, just be careful. Not everything that you see is correct. Not everything that you see is real. If somebody shows you a lifestyle, doesn't always necessarily mean that's the real lifestyle. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. So I want to make sure people are mindful that, what you see isn't necessarily what you get. Right.
I think that it's always you should because risk is something that is every day. I think risk is you're taking a risk just getting up and going out the door in the morning, but I think that you can actually just manage your risk. And if you're going to, don't risk the whole farm. Don't risk something that might put you in a situation where you can't make the rent next month. But if it's something that you can tolerate, and if it's a risk that you're willing to take, then that's how you make progress. You make progress by taking risks. You don't take any action, then you don't have the possibility of really making or getting any results, especially for someone out there that's looking for that source of additional income, that source of just making money online, just the beauty of making money online. Just remember the first time you got an email or a message saying you have a payment coming.
Right. Yeah, it's a great feeling.
It's a pretty awesome feeling when you see payments coming in that it just comes in without you having to, you put in some effort, right, and then the payments start to come in just automatically. That's a great feeling.
Yeah, it really is. And I believe in my heart, I believe anybody can make money online. It's just a matter of making sure that you're just, from the very beginning, you at least have the proper mindset, and you just know that, that it's not necessarily going to be as easy as you said. I mean, and also there's a level of risk that you need to take. I mean, you're going to spend, there's going to be an investment of some sort, whether it be time or money.
Yep.
Or both. Yes. So be mindful of that. Time or money or both.
Yes. It's not free. It's not absolutely free. Not absolutely free, because you have to consider, what is your time worth?
Yes, absolutely. That's, time is precious, because unlike a lot of things out there, you can't get time back. Time, once it's gone, it's gone. So, so there's definitely, going to be some form of a investment of some sort.
Yes, yeah. Money replenishes, money circulates, but your time, you can't pay for that.
No, not at all. And that's why it's important to get plugged into something that's, if you're looking at starting an affiliate marketing business or any type of business online, then it's good to have some form of a system where you can be walked step by step, a method of operation that's been proven to work, because successful people do things certain way. And again, success leaves clues. Follow the steps. And then you're on your way. You're on your way to the races. Just don't expect it to happen overnight. That's all.
Right. Expectations. And I think a lot of people go into things with some expectations that things might happen overnight. And when it doesn't occur overnight, a lot of frustration might set in.
Absolutely. That's very true.
Yeah. And disappointment. So what do you have going on right now, Mr. Demario?
Good question. Well, well, right now, as far as, offerings, if you will, I mean, again, there's people where, we're on the subject of people who are, looking to get involved with marketing online for some, one way or another, who are just don't know where to go, what to do, or people that have been in the industry for a while, they just aren't finding the kind of success that they are. And we're talking about success leaves clues, follow the leader. And I'm not going to say by any measure of the imagination that I am that person. I'm not going to say that I am, I don't know everything, and perfection does not exist. There is no such thing as perfection. Yeah, and most people, got to realize that. And I mean, if you believe that you're not where you need to be, it's okay. Neither was I, and neither am I. I'm always looking at the next level. There's always a next level. Once you reach one level, there's always another one.
Yeah.
So of course, I guess my main thing is that if somebody is looking to find a system that they can follow step by step, ABC 1, 2, 3, I am providing that opportunity for people at this time to follow through. They can go to rocketmanmarketer.com. I opened up a marketing system, if you will, a home base, if you will, that basically will be inclusive of everything you could possibly need. And I'm always adding to it. So again, rocketmanmarketer.com. And also, be smart about where your money's going. Of course, I'm not a financial planner by any means of the imagination, but what's out there today? A really solid thing that people can get themselves involved with is gold and silver coins, silver and gold coins, because the value of the dollar is going down, and silver and gold is going up. So, yeah, and something to look into. That's something also that I'm offering as a opportunity for people that are looking at, contemplated the possibility of getting involved with something that can really be could be very prosperous in the future, is the silver and gold coins. And if somebody is looking for a system, because unique to what I'm doing is I have a system in place, which if you get involved with, going gold, silver coins in an opportunity form, we could show them how to actually start off where they could even potentially get silver coins for free. And they can get that at getsilver.net. If somebody's listening at that, because that is really something that is powerful. You have the right information, the right knowledge. If you're looking for an opportunity, get yourself involved with some form of an asset that's going to be here tomorrow. Silver coins, gold coins, they've been around for 5,000 years. We're not talking about lotions, potions, and things from the oceans. We're talking about something that's real, solid.
Oh, it's been the standard for it's like it's the dollar is not standard.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
not,
over the course of history, fiat money, currency has not lasted. There's not one currency out there that's lasted for a infinite amount of time. But what has? Silver and gold has. For thousands and thousands of years, it always has gone back to real money, and real money is silver and gold. Whereas fiat currency, it's not real. I mean, U.S. dollar, it's not real. It's not. it's not based off of any gold standard anymore. They took us off of the gold standard back in '71. So what was currency? Currency was basically a written agreement that you buy 20, say you get $20, then on the gold standard, you were guaranteed $20 worth of gold. And then under Nixon, they took you off of the gold standard. Now they're just printing this monopoly money, and eventually it's going to go back. It's going to go back to silver and gold, and why not get involved now? Because if the economy crashes, it's really unfortunately, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and when it does, silver, gold, it's going to go up to unbelievable heights, because that's where it always goes back to. God's money.
That's interesting. That is it is mentioned in the Bible, I believe. Yeah. It's people just need to get
so aware of what's going on.
Okay, so that's what you have going on right now. That's interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. I think that a lot of people would be interested in hearing about that too.
Yeah, it's a good system that we have in place. It's unique to our team in regards to if you want to get plugged into an opportunity, you're looking for something, and you're really disenchanted with what you're doing, or you're looking for just something different, multiple streams of income. Our system basically it's very, very unique in terms of it compresses time so people can see success quicker than what they would normally see, and they once they see it, they understand it. It's so unique. I can't even really articulate how unique this is. But if they go to getsilver.net, they look at it, they'll understand that this is highly unique. People are finding success quickly. But again, not everybody follows instructions. Not everybody is somebody who is willing to listen and take action. If you're a go-getter, you're willing to take action, you're willing to follow simple steps, then anybody can really find success if they're willing to do the work. That's all. It's really, it comes down to mindset from the onset. Because if you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to take action anyway. And you know as well as me, Mark, that mindset is a passion of mine, and mindset is also appears to be a passion of yours as well, because it matters. Yeah.
Oh yes. With the power of the mind, we can accomplish most anything.
Yes.
But most people won't take the time to harness the power of their mind. And if they don't harness the power of their mind, then someone else will harness that power for them. And it's typically not in that person's best interest. And it's a gift that's given to us to actually have domain over the 6 inches right between our ears.
Absolutely.
Yeah, having domain over this 6 inches can take us places that we only imagine.
Yeah, most people don't realize. Unfortunately, most people don't realize what the greatness that they have within them. Talking to the audience, you are great.
Yes.
You are special. You are a sleeping giant and you're a sleeping giant who's drowning in 2 inches of water.
Yep.
Stand up, get going, get moving, and you just awaken that giant, because we're all giants in some way, shape, or form. We all have our uniqueness. We all have our unique talents. And most people unfortunately don't realize, and maybe don't even always necessarily find that for themselves, but it's always there. We all have that. We all do.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. So I definitely would recommend your checking out your opportunity there, because I know you as a person. We've been around each other. We always have these great conversations, and I know that you have just had so much success over the years, and you are such a great role model. And if you're in it, then I know it's 1,000% legit.
It's definitely something special. And again, if they want to check it out, they can go to rocketmanmarketer.com, and there's a smorgasbord of information pertaining to steps to follow if you're looking to create an income online, all the way to the silver and gold that we refer to at getsilver.net. So, it's all there. Just people sometimes opportunity is knocking, and somebody just isn't willing or aware enough to open that door. Open the door. Allow yourself the opportunity to become free mentally, financially. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission.
The world is so abundant. We live in an abundant universe, and the opportunity that is out there it's as soon as you open up the door, then opportunities will be open to you. And there's never lack out there. The world is so full of opportunity. When you look outside and you see, just look at all the buildings, the fences, the schools, the construction. This is all just abundance at its biggest time ever. We've got food around us. There's even if you seek to get a job and go work for someone, there's that opportunity as well. But when you can just open your eyes to the possibilities that are out there, and you can see that there's so much more out there in that world, just open and waiting for you, if you just grab it. Just go out there and get it, and don't feel as if you don't feel as if things won't work out in your favor. Because if you think that things won't work out in your favor, then chances are they won't.
Absolutely.
But if you think that things will work in your favor, then chances are that they will. There's the power of this mind that we have we can foreshadow. We're able to foreshadow either our success or our failure. Most people will imagine the failure, and what happens when you imagine that failure is that it causes worry, doubt, fear, insecurities. But when you're able to foreshadow and keep those thoughts of things that you want to happen, then you have anticipation, excitement, and joy. Learn to focus your mind and your thoughts on those outcomes that you wish to happen, and leave those other thoughts, throw those in the trash.
Yeah, I agree with that. And, the thing is, most people don't realize, or maybe they do, where you are today is a result of your best thinking. So if you're not where you want to be, then maybe it's time to change that thinking. Maybe there needs to be a shift, because where you are today is a result of what you were thinking, say 10 years ago, or even a week ago. So you change this, you change your life, period.
Yes, yes. And that goes, that goes beyond the world of marketing.
It goes for anything and everything.
Yes.
It really does.
It expands beyond the marketing. It expands beyond what you seek to do for just getting that passive income. I have to go back to that because it does feel good.
Oh yeah, it really does. And if only people can actually have the opportunity to really be able to experience that, making your first income online for the very first time, experiencing the passive income just coming in and waking up in the morning and checking your emails and seeing that you got an email saying, oh, you got XYZ amount added to your bank account. And this is something that anybody can experience.
Yeah.
And it's right there in front of you. If you're looking, it's there. It may not be me. I may not be your cup of tea, but there's always somebody out there that may be your cup of tea. And grab it and drink it, because opportunity is all around us. You just need to open your eyes and find it and seize the moment. Seize the moment.
Yes. Action takers are the money makers. Action takers are the money makers. But if you don't take action, they say that good things come to those who wait, but the great things are already taken by the ones that are already taking action.
That's right. And success loves speed.
Oh yeah.
Momentum. Get started, get moving. Success adores speed.
I think success almost requires speed.
Yeah. I mean, it's an essential component. Waiting about something, thinking about it, contemplating the possibilities of getting started, before you take action. Just take action. If you're watching this right now and you have a burning desire in your heart and a vision, that vision was placed there for a reason.
Yes.
It was placed there because that is something that you are entitled to. If you can visualize it, then you, my friend, can have it. It was not placed there for any other reason by the fact that you can and you are entitled to it. So grab it, and it's yours.
Yes, I agree. 100%. 100%. All right. So, so I could always talk to you forever, Greg. I could always have this. Yeah, I
could talk for hours on the subject of mindset alone.
Yes.
Let alone marketing. But yes.
But it's definitely. We'll leave the links around here somewhere to for someone to take advantage of it. What you've got going on right now. I'll have some final words, and then you have some final words.
Sounds good.
Oh, cool. So I've been immersed in a lot more marketing lately, and I'm having some maybe not realizations, but really more reinforcements of things that I already knew, but I may not have been to the forefront of my mind. And just want to share that the struggle, how when everyone says that the struggle is real, the struggle out here is real. And I just want to say that the struggle is not real. The struggle is in your own mind. The struggle it's simple. It's not as complicated as you might make it. It's not complicated as it seems. It is simple, but it may not be easy. But when you say it yourself, when you find a system, and many people think that like the online process or the online selling online is an event. But when you understand that it's not an event, it's a process. It is a process. And when you follow the process, the system works for you automatically.
Absolutely.
And the struggle is not real. You find a working process and you realize that it's not an event. It's not one win or loss event. It's a process, and you follow that process and the system works for you. Yeah.
I agree. And in closing, I know, going back to the mindset and the worth of an individual. I mean, if I take out $1 and I crumble it, is it still $1? If I take $20 and I crumble $20 or $100 and I crumble it and I step on it and I throw it around and I scream at it, it has intrinsic worth. Like your audience, speaking to your audience now, you have intrinsic worth. No matter how somebody treats you, no matter how your life has gone, your value is your value, and nobody can change that. No matter what they say to you, no matter what they try to do to you, you have value, and you're not ordinary. You are ordinarily extraordinary, and remember that. And I'll leave it at that.
All right. Just remember that. Or you are ordinarily, extraordinarily.
Absolutely. We are all ordinarily extraordinary. Period.
We'll end it on that. So just take care and remember, you can do whatever you want. Just put your mind to it. If you're just starting out online, you're probably studying a lot. That's great. You're probably geeking out on all the strategies also, right? Well, that's also great. But the hardest part is figuring out how to communicate in a way that makes someone want to buy from you and how you should sell to them, right? Well, that's also what I struggled with for a while until I found the formula. So I created this free 5-day challenge called the Make More Money Marketing Challenge to get you on track with your marketing and, more importantly, the right sales scripts and processes to get it off the ground and getting people to take you up on your products, services, and your opportunities. You want to come? Well, there's small groups on purpose so I can answer your direct questions for 5 straight days. You can hold your spot by going to www.thementalmarketer.com/4M challenge sign up. Again, that's thementalmarketer.com/4M challenge sign up. Check the site for dates and times. I'll see you on the inside.